Hey Space Watchers, and welcome. We are here in the clean room of OHB, and we see here behind us MTG-S, the Sentinel-4 satellite built here in Bremen. And I have the great honor to have with me today Ian Bennett, the OHB Director, Earth Observation Systems. Ian, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's wonderful. So, the IRS, the infrared sounder, which is this thing here
Just there, yes.
above us, it's an instrument that is crucial part of the MTG-S satellite. And with the integration is on its way, as we can see it. What has been the biggest technical hurdle so far for you and your team?
I think the biggest technical hurdle absolutely has been the instrument itself. So we have to do many performance tests to make sure that what we said can be done in paper is done in reality. So this involved a 2-month in a vacuum chamber campaign testing all performances of the IRS, and thankfully this came out with flying colours.
Wow, interesting. So what is the lead time to develop the instrument? What has that been?
So it's been a long journey, absolutely. So we started in 2011. We had a very long preliminary design phase, and we had also 3 or 4 development models, and MTG-S is just one satellite in a constellation with MTGI. Yeah. So MTGI was the first priority and launched in 2022, as we know. And in the last 3 years, we've been really testing the satellite all at OHB and within our test facilities here. And now we're close to the launch.
So the satellite and the IRS, the system, will provide hourly data over European continent and the North African side. Something, as far as I understood, never seen before at this level of detail. So how will this transform the way we track and respond to real weather events?
Yeah, so first let's discuss the 1 hour. So the 1 hour is a full coverage of what we call the Earth disk. And this is the side of the Earth that covers Europe and Africa. Currently, the sounding technology we have, it can cover the whole of Europe within 28 days. So in fact, with the IRS now in geostationary orbit, we can actually do this within 15 minutes. And we have a regular revisit time of every half an hour. And this gives the forecasters and the users more frequent data. And this is extremely important with this new product at geostationary orbit, because what we can do here, we have then the vertical profiles for the thermal temperatures and the humidity profiles that we can use to create a 3D cube of a water vapor in the atmosphere. And with this, we can really detect better critical severe weather events. A good example is heavy rainfall. So unfortunately, in the last few years, we know in Europe, we've had a lot of heavy rainfall events causing flooding. And this is very hard for the forecasters at the moment to predict. With MTG-S, with the IRS, they'll get this early detection, they can do better profiles, and then hopefully we can utilize that to mitigate any damages from these unfortunate heavy rainfall events.
As you just talk about heavy rains, what we have seen, what experienced in Europe, is these very focused heavy rain in the last years. So is the IRS, or is the entire satellite able to also detect that on a very precise area?
Absolutely. So the spatial resolution for the IRS is 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers, and considering the satellite is 36,000 kilometers away from the Earth, you can imagine how accurate that is. And with this constant view, we can watch the path, we can follow the path, and we can utilize this to help improve these type of situations.
The satellite is built for a lifetime of 15 years, about. So what steps has OHB been taken to make sure that the instrument, the RS instrument in this particular case, remains reliable and delivers the high quality data over its entire lifetime?
Absolutely.
Because that must be for such an accuracy very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's one of the most demanding parts. We have very high reliability and availability needs for the instrument when we built and designed and developed the instrument. And of course, we need the operation to be running 24/7, so it's an operational service that be constantly used. So in this sense, we have very heavy development testing, also not just here in OHB, with all our suppliers across Europe who have provided us all the units from the power supplies to the telescope to the mirrors. All have been significantly tested, life testing, environmental testing to get what we have today, which is a fully functional MTG-S satellite.
Fantastic. So, and what we see here behind us is the sounder, the IRS equipment, and then the rest, what we see underneath, it's then the structure of the satellite, the bus system, or what is it what we see here?
So on top, it's what we call the payload. And this is the two instruments, the IRS and the Sentinel.
And that will face into Earth.
And this will face to Earth. Below is what we call the platform. This is the heart of a satellite. So it provides the power, it has the computers to keep it running, and it keeps all the functions running, and also tries to protect the payload to make sure that it's stable, able to do its job, which is observing the Earth.
Wonderful. Ian, thank you very much for your time, and good luck for the launch and the operation.
Many thanks.
Thank you. And with that, Space Watch out.